So Threads, what is it and what is all the fuss about? Well, Threads is Meta's response to trying to take over from Twitter. Meta basically wants to jump on the Twitter bandwagon and try and create a similar social media platform. So it's just over a week old, this Threads, and it's already had, I think it's over 100 million sign-ups to date. So again, people are like going, whoa, all this media hype, it's so popular, loads of people are signing up. So today I just thought I'd run through and show you what Threads is, very basically, and should your business be on it? Because as you know, I'm a huge believer in only choosing one or two social media platforms and doing those well. But basically, when there's a new social media platform, it's always good to be an early adopter as well. So I just thought I'd run through some pros and cons of Threads, and also I'm going to show you and share my screen and show you how to actually join Threads and how exactly to navigate it and what and how it works. Oh, hi Claire, thanks for saying hello. Again, if you are watching this live, please do say hello. Oh, hi Christine, thanks for saying hi. And any questions as we're going along, just put them in the chat and I'll happily answer them. And again, if you're watching this on catch up, just type them in the chat and I'll come back and answer those questions as well. Okay. So Threads is a very, very basic social media platform. I've delved into it and it is really, really basic. I mean, people are going, oh, Threads, it's amazing. It's the next best thing. Actually, no, I'm not a huge fan, I'll be honest. It certainly isn't a competitor for Twitter at the moment, in my opinion, simply because it's just got very few functionalities at the moment compared to Twitter. Now, I love Twitter because you've got lists so you can manage your news feed. I love that you can click and create a specific news feed and just go through that. Obviously, that's not available on Threads at the moment. It's very, very basic. Basically, Threads, you can post text, you can post photos, you can post videos, and you can pop it into, you post it and it'll go into the news feed. You can like posts, you can share posts, repost them, and things like that. But that's about it, really. You can put links in, which is brilliant. So obviously on Instagram, you can't put links in your posts, but you can on Threads, okay, which is brilliant. So that's an absolute pro for this platform. But it doesn't use hashtags. I mean, Twitter is, the king of hashtags. As is Instagram's pretty good, but hashtags are what fuel Twitter. Hashtags do not even work at the moment on Threads. So again, there are a number of limitations. But for me, the game changer for businesses is you can put links in your posts. So you've got Instagram that focuses on images and loads of really good links. And then you've got Threads, Instagram, loads of great hashtag links and things like that. Whereas Threads is more of text. I think they're going for that text only type of content, which obviously you can't do that on Instagram. You have to put an image. The beauty about Threads as well is you can put more text on than you can in a tweet. So you can put up to 500 characters on a post on Threads. Okay. So again, you can write more than you can on a tweet. But again, it's still not quite got the functionality that Twitter has got at the moment. It is the most basic social media platform. So if you've never ever done social media ever in your life, then I'd recommend you start on Threads because it's really, really simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and just show you, one, how you create an account, and two, what it actually looks like when you've got an account as well. Okay, so just bear with me while I share my screen with you. Again, if you've got any questions, post them in the chat. I will happily answer those for you. Right, okay. This is me, Bex. That's my QR code. This will take you to LinkedIn. It won't take you to Threads because we haven't got QR codes yet for Threads, although I'm sure it will be coming. But I'm just going to take you straight into what it looks like, basically. So basically to create a Threads account. This is my Instagram account. Okay, now I've already created a Threads account. So when you've created a Threads account, you get this little icon here. Okay, and some people have numbers, and that's the membership number, the number that's signed up. So you get your little icon there to say you are on Threads. So if you look on anyone's Instagram account and you see this icon, you know they've also got a Threads account. Okay, and as you can see, because I've set Threads up already, I can navigate very easily. I can just click through. So they're making it very easy to navigate between Instagram and Threads. You can just click through back and forth. Now, interestingly, Threads is not available on the PC. So you've got to use Threads on your phones, iPhone or Android phone. It's not yet available for the PC. So you have to do this on your phone. So to create an account then, what I did was I actually downloaded the app. I downloaded the Threads app, but you can also click on these three lines here on your Instagram account, and it will come up with this. You should have that Threads icon there, and it'll say new. And you just click on that and it will automatically take you through to sign up. If it's not showing for any reason, download the app first. That's the icon. This is the logo that they're using for Threads. So download that first. And then you can click on the three dots and that should appear there. Okay. Then what you do is basically it will take you through to this screen. And what the beauty about it is because you can write a little bio on your Threads. It's very similar to Instagram. So you can just automatically import it from Instagram. Okay, so you can import that from Instagram, follow the steps, and then voila, you could get this new account. Looks very similar to Instagram. It's pulled through my image and it's pulled through, it will pull through your bio. I have since edited this on Threads. So as you can see, my name is exactly the same on Instagram now as it is on Threads, which is great for branding as a business because you want to be consistent throughout. Okay. And Rachel's put as well, beware if you have an Instagram account, you have to use it for Threads. If you then want to delete your Threads account, you have to delete your Instagram account. So that is very true. So when Threads was first launched, if you launched a Threads account, you couldn't actually get rid of it. But actually now, I think, quote me if I'm wrong, Rachel, I think they've edited that now and you can now delete your Threads account without deleting your Instagram account. That was one of the early fixes that they did. Oh, hi, Sam. Nice to see you. Thanks for saying hello. But yeah, that's a really good point, Rachel. You know, if you're using your Threads account, be very careful which Instagram account you want to sign up your Threads for. Is it for your personal or is it for your business? Okay. So it will automatically pull this through, and therefore you get your Instagram account looking very much similar to your Threads account there. Okay. Now the beauty about this is if I just go back a slide, is one of the reasons that I quite like this is that Meta has been very, very clever because they've linked your Threads account to your Instagram account. As you can see, I've got 400 followers. I haven't got a huge amount on Instagram, but they've got 400 followers on Instagram. It automatically pulls all your followers through. So if those followers are on Threads, then it's automatically going to pull them through into your followers. So automatically, as soon as I joined Threads, I had over 50 followers. So you can imagine these large accounts that have got thousands of followers on Instagram, they're automatically connecting and following their people who they've already got following them on Instagram. So I love it because actually I've got 400 followers on Instagram. You know, half of them may be inactive, may never even use Instagram. And actually, basically, if you do pull them through, you know that on Threads, your followers are those people who are active on social media. So that's an absolute bonus. You know you're talking to active people on social media. Okay. So this is what your Threads account looks like. Okay, so again, really, really basic. We can switch back through to Instagram here. You can edit your profile. Again, very basic. If you want to change the details you've got, you can change your links and things like that. You can share your profile. It prompts you to share it on Facebook, on Twitter, funnily enough. You know, it encourages you to share your profile externally to encourage more people to join Threads and to encourage people to follow you. Okay, so it shares that. And then, very much like other social media platforms, you've got your threads, which are your posts, basically. These are your posts that I've done. And then if you click on replies, basically, oh, these are the threads. So these are some of the posts that I've done. And then if you click on replies, these are some of the replies if you've had a conversation on Threads. Okay, people who are replying to your posts or ones that you're finding it replying if you're replying on to others. Okay, as you can see, I'm finding it quite limited so far. It is really, really basic, so a really good social media platform to get your head round it. Okay, so that's basically your profile. There's not really that much more to it. Along the bottom here, this is the little house. It's your home feed. So people who you are following, that's where that is there. The search function is where you can search for things. At the moment, the search function only seems to be throwing up people's accounts. So a really good tip is that when you are looking at your Threads profile, make sure you see I've got social media in my title. So if people search for social media, it's going to throw up my accounts. At the moment, it's not showing up content, it's just showing up people's accounts in the searches. So if you can put those keywords in your username, then you are going to show up regularly for very common searches. This is how you write a thread. So you just click right there. Very, very basic. As you can see here, you just write whatever you want, put your link on, put your images on. I'm not going to show you how to do that because basically it's the same as any other platform that you use. It's very, very similar. People can then like your posts. They can comment on your posts. They can reshare it with a comment or just without a comment to their followers, or they can send it. Okay, so there's no private messaging function yet on Instagram, on Threads, but you can share it externally. Okay, and then this button again is all your notifications that you get, so any likes or things like that happens. So again, really, really basic. And then if you click on this headshot, this takes you back to your profile. So that's all you've got to navigate, really. So if you look onto your newsfeed, this is basically what your newsfeed is going to look at. People who you follow already, and then it will suggest other accounts for you. Now, at the moment, these are quite limited. The algorithm, I haven't used it enough. I've only been on Threads for 5 days. I haven't really used enough. The algorithm isn't telling me, isn't suggesting good accounts for me to follow because it doesn't really know what I like yet. So again, you need to be actively liking and commenting to let the little algorithms, to let the little robots in the background know what you like on Threads. So make sure when you do go onto a thread, you do interact with posts that you like. Now, there's not a huge amount of content. I'm not following that many people at the moment on Threads. You can't kind of manage your newsfeed at the moment like you can on Twitter, for example. But, there are more and more updates coming online. This is a very new platform. This is a very basic platform. And I think they're going to listen to the community and see what the community want and then implement some of these changes. But again, it is a very basic platform. It didn't excite me. I'll be brutally honest. It's very, very, very basic. So again, you need to have a think about what, if you've got the time to invest on it. Generally speaking, early adopters do really well on platforms like this. I was very underwhelmed, I'll be brutally honest. I don't think it's got much functionality. From a business perspective, you can't search the hashtags. It's very difficult to join conversations of a topic. It's very much designed around having conversations with your friends and followers. Yeah, and that's what it's designed for. It's great because you can put links in, but there's no hashtag functionality as yet. I've still been putting hashtags on my threads just to try, and if they do come online, which I'm sure they will, then my posts will have active hashtags on them. So have a good think about whether threads are for you. Have a look, register. The beauty about it is if you register now, you're an early adopter. As more and more people register, they're going to be following people who are active on there. But my advice at the moment is have a think about it. Think about your priorities. We've got a lot to juggle in business. It's certainly not a platform at the moment that you're going to generate business quickly from, okay? Because remember, really, at the moment, you're just bringing your Instagram followers over. So if you've got a big active account on Instagram, then you've definitely got an advantage going into threads. If you haven't, it's going to take you a while to build this platform. Any comments, any questions? If you'd like me to do a live of threads, I will be running and actually sharing my phone on and actually walking through the Social Flock members on Thursday for our Meet the Flockers event. And for those of you that have never heard of the Social Flock, it's a social media support group for busy business owners who want to create consistent and compelling content. We have a lovely group of people where we come together every week to write our own social media posts on Zoom. We write them together, so they've got the accountability to get content out there on a regular basis. And I run lots of training webinars and behind the scenes information, tips and advice that you won't get on my live streams. And this week I'll be actually going on to threads and showing everyone how it works on the phone, because I can't do that on StreamYard. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please do give us a thumbs up, and I will be back in 2 weeks' time for another live stream. So thanks for watching, guys. And if you're interested in joining the Social Flock, please do let me know. Oh, I've just had another question come in. Do you think it's worth growing a Threads account if you're struggling with engagement on Twitter in the past? Well, again, like any social media platform, I would suggest if you've got a big following on Instagram and you're doing well on Instagram, then actually Threads is a good option. At the moment, if you are starting from a very small following on Threads, on Instagram, and you're going into Threads, you're going to find it hard to build up that momentum. But because you're an early adopter and you're posting content, you will probably grow your followers quicker on Threads than you would on Twitter, because there's not many content creators yet on Threads. But again, it's like anything. You need to know if your target market is on there and if they are active. And if you are going to be serious about this platform, you do need to be posting every day, thinking about conversations, and don't just give people a hard sell, because that will put people off. You've got to add value to this platform. So I hope that helped answer that question. And again, if you've got any more questions, do put them in the chat and I will respond to them afterwards when the live stream has finished. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe. I share lots of tips and advice on social media, so please do give me a follow. Thanks, guys, and enjoy your week. Bye.